Hi, I'm French, and I arrived in New York just a few months ago. I really love it, but I still find it a bit harsh. Like this lady sitting on the pavement with a sign, pregnant. My husband left me, please help. It really tore me apart. I fully understood her situation, because myself too, I would have left her. The other day, I was riding the subway, and there were three guys beating another one with sticks, bottles, their iPhones. And I looked around, no one was doing anything. And I know what you're thinking. And you, the French moralizer, what did you do? And to be honest, absolutely nothing. I was not going to lose my seat. So I grew up in France, in the most depressing city you can imagine. I remember once we had a dog and he killed himself. He swallowed an entire bottle of Prozac. You know, at that time in France, we still had the death penalty, you know, with the guillotine. Happy times! And my father was a death penalty lawyer. And it was a very good business. Because, you know, when you're a lawyer, what you want is a very good publicity. And what's cool with the death penalty is that the, let's say, unsatisfied customers are not there anymore to do you any bad publicity. So on the other hand, my mother was a psychiatrist. So basically both my parents were helping people to keep their heads on. And so to avoid losing mine, when I was 18, I left and I never came back because at the train station they only sell one-way tickets. So I went to Paris and I fell in love with many girls. But it never lasted very long because I noticed that I was always much more in love before having sex than after, like something escaped. And then I met my wife, I fell in love, and the passion never eroded itself. Maybe because she refused to have sex before we got married. So we did. We just had enough sex to get 2 kids. And I have to tell you that kids, it costs a lot. I mean, it's not the baby stuff, but the little things on the side. Like, my wife, she started to do drugs just after our first kid was born, and it cost a lot. But happily, the dealer made us a good deal because I was doing drugs in the marriage. And so now we can't wait for our kids to also do drugs so that we can have a family price, if you want. So as we are new here, on the 4th of July we went to Washington and we see your little military parade. And let me tell you that it's absolutely nothing compared to what we do in France on our National Day, when we show the entire world how to invade Paris. And speaking of war, I was thinking that instead of sending young people like me, between 20 and 60, why not send the old people? I mean, it would not change their short-term outcome. And it would give them a last chance to be heroic at least once in their lifetime. Yes, the army would have to adapt a bit, like getting some armored wheelchairs, or pausing the battle between 2 and 4 for the afternoon nap. But how lethal it could be. Take a guy with Parkinson's. Give him a machine gun. Best killing machine ever. Okay, thank you.
Daniel Toppani!